Shooting this today, it only had one hole in it. Now, it's got 2 holes. Hey everybody, how you doing? Here in front of me, I have 2 matching Weatherby Vanguard Sporter Deluxe rifles. That's a whole lot to say, but one is in the 243 and one is in the 270. We are gonna sight these in. I'm actually gonna be using these for hunting here pretty soon. So I'm gonna sight both of these in at 25 yards, and then we're gonna stretch it out a little bit and shoot some steel. Should be a whole lot of fun. But today I'm shooting some Winchester Super X in the 270. It's the 150 grain power points, and in the 243 it's in the 100 grain power points. So should be a whole lot of fun. These rifles have not been sighted in since I put the bipods and the scopes on. The bipods, I have a TWOD on this shorter one, and then this taller one is a Swagger bipod. On the 270 here, I actually have a Sonic King scope. If you guys have heard about those, these were selling for $20. The guy actually emailed me and said that they had gone out of business and they're not going to be selling Sonic King scopes anymore. But they sent me this scope to try out, but they're out of business now. But we get to use it for the video. And this scope here up on top on the 243 is a Pinty. So if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, I'll put it in the description down below. But I'm going to start off with the 270 and walking it in. Then we're going to sight in the 243, both of those on paper. Then we're going to stretch them both out on some steel a little bit further down range. Should be a whole lot of fun. I'm going to put up the 243 and let's start sighting in the 270. All right, I got to tell you, at first I was frustrated with this Sonic King scope because I just started to bore sight it, just looking down the barrel, and I'm cranking on the scope, lining up the crosshairs against the target down there at 25 yards just to get us on paper. And the crosshairs weren't getting any closer to the target, they're actually getting further away. Right as I was about to just take the scope off, I figured out the dials are backwards. Where it says to turn to the left to go up, when you turn it to the left, it actually goes down. Same thing on the left to right. You have to turn it opposite to what it says. But we've got it lined up now. Let's load it up with this Winchester Super X and see if we can hit something. I've got the GoPro going down range. Let's put the bolt back in. There we go. Make sure I'm grabbing the right bullets here. Yeah, this is the 270 and this is the 270 ammo. With these matching guns, I always triple check to make sure the ammo's right. So if you're not familiar, there's those lead tip Winchester Super X power points, and like I said, for the 270 we're shooting 150 grain. We should be able to walk this in pretty close, maybe 3 shots, but let's see what happens. 270. High and to the right. So now that this scope is backwards, it's really going to throw me off. So I'm going to need to go down, which means up on this scope, which totally doesn't make sense. And then we also need to go left, which means right on this scope. I'm going to do a little bit more down. And let's take another shot. As you can tell, I'm not too concerned about trying to be scientific. We're just winging it. Here we go, shot number 2. Hopefully this one's a little bit closer. No, that actually did exactly the opposite of what we wanted it to do. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Instead of going down and to the left, it went up and to the right. Maybe I just didn't sleep enough last night. So let's do it the right way then. Down, So this is going to be a long video for no apparent reason. And then we need to go to the left. Maybe I am losing my mind here. Let's see where this one hits. That one's actually a lot closer. So, scratch everything I said about the scope being janky and backwards, because apparently I'm the one that's backwards. But we need to go down about 1.5 inches. And then right maybe 3/4 inch. Actually a hair bit higher than the last one, which does not make any sense. It took the right, but the up and down it didn't take. So I've heard the old saying, hit the butt of it to get the scope to adjust, so we're going to tap on that. And then I'm going to go down. Maybe I just haven't slept and I don't know what I'm doing here. That's very possible. Maybe my hands aren't doing what my mouth is saying, but this one should be a little bit closer, I think. Yep, we're closer. That needs to come down about 1/2 inch. Dead center. So, this rifle's on. I'm gonna stop right here, go grab the 243, get it on paper, then we're gonna shoot the long range at some steel. All right, now I've got the 243 back out, and we're shooting some of this 100 grain Winchester Super X 243 power points. It's super windy now. Hopefully the wind noise is not too bad on the camera, but I already looked down the barrel of this one with the scope, and it looks like the scope is pretty close to being dead on, I hope. And this scope is a Pinty scope. We'll see how this bullet flies here. I haven't shot with this bipod yet. Ooh, I like this scope. That's unbelievable. That almost hit bullseye. And I literally just put this scope on. Looks like we're just a shade to the left. %100% know I flinched on that one. So I'm gonna load up another one without even adjusting the scope there. That one I squeezed the trigger when it was dead on. So I'm gonna move it a little bit to the right again, a little bit more. Hit the same hole as before. Come to the right just a little bit more. That one, I flinched again. That one actually hit a little bit low. Now we're up and to the right. But I feel like that's all me. Maybe I should just stay away from these small bullets and stick to the big bore guns. But I'm not even going to touch the scope. I'm going to shoot it again here. Of course, this barrel is getting hot here, but I don't think it would affect it that much. Yep, see, that's dead center. I'm confident in that one. hit the very top of the bullseye there. So I'm gonna move those paper targets out of the way, and then we're gonna shoot long range and triple the distance. We're gonna be shooting just inside 75 yards with both of these rifles. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the 243 on the table, and let's get set up on that steel. Now, got the steel set up down there. Let's see if we can put a few hits on that steel down there at 75 yards. I'm out of breath from running back up here. Smoked it. Let's send one more down there just for good measure. This 243 after deer season, probably gonna make it my coyote gun. So definitely gonna have some of those longer range shots calling in the coyotes. So let's send another one. Rocked it again. Looks like pretty near the same spot. But I'm gonna go grab the 270, see if we can hit that steel with the 270. And I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm more confident with the 270. But let's see what happens. Send one down range on that steel plate. Ha-ha! Rocked it! That was pretty awesome. So you can see from that right there, the 270 has a little bit more boogie than that 243. So that's for all you people wondering about the power difference. I'm gonna go set it up and we're gonna shoot it one more time with the 270. All right, one more shot on that steel down there with the 270. Let's see if this one knocks the steel over. Sure did. So all you guys that shoot a 270 and your buddy shoots a 243, send them this video to show them the power difference of the two. All right, so I'm packing all the stuff up right, and I probably look goopy because I don't have my hat on, but I just got to tell you, I've always discredited the 270 because 270 is smaller than 30 caliber, smaller than a big bore stuff that I love to shoot. But when we started shooting this today, it only had one hole in it. Now it's got two holes. We hit it with the 243 twice right there and close to the same spot. One of those 270s blew a hole clear through it. The other one put a real big dent. Also, it sheared one of the bolt heads on that last shot. See how this bolt has that big old round head on it? This one got sheared off from that shot. So I definitely learned something today. The 270 is definitely a lot more powerful than I thought it was. But just throwing that out there. 230 put a hole in this piece of steel. This is that Walmart steel, if you haven't seen that video. But this is that Walmart Champion steel. 270 puts holes through it and shears the heads off of my bolts. Thanks for watching today's videos, guys. Had a whole lot of fun getting these rifles sighted in, even though it was a little bit frustrating. Now we know for a fact that they're dialed on and we're hitting that steel down range. Everything should be good to go. Deer season, hogs, coyotes, what have you. I'm confident in these now. These suckers are dead on. But a big shout out and a big thanks to Heavy Metal Guns and Outdoors. You guys go check out their channel and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Appreciate you guys watching all the WHOTEEWHO videos. We'll catch you on the next one.